Good morning and welcome to Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam and I'm here today to do a whip and ramble. Hope you are all well. I have been incredibly busy this week. I've done no diamond painting whatsoever since the last whip and ramble. So I've got a day off today and I fully intend to film some videos and to get some of these done. I may do one more whip and ramble on my trees canvas, but I'm endeavouring to get that finished this weekend. So today, let's start with what I'm using. I am doing my 40 by, I think it's a 45 by 60. Yeah, 60 by 45. I'm working on her the right way round this time at the minute. This is a double-sided adhesive canvas from Evermoment. She is coming together now. It's starting to look nice, so I'm a little bit happier. Still have a couple of popping drills. I am also using my Add More Zest tray. As always, I am using still my Galaxy cook pot. I am also using my pen from Simple Tours because I'm loving it, and in here I have got a 4-placer and a single placer, both with double adhesive tape in it, double-sided tape, because that's the new thing we're doing. I am using my where's it from? Come on, tell me, where's it from? Hurricane storage, obviously. And I thought I would come on and do a little bit of this while I talk about other stuff that I am doing. I do have a cup of coffee, so I hope that you have a drink. And I'm just going to make a start and just start rambling away. So it's been a very busy week. I was at work Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday I was off, but I had other stuff going on. I'll come to that when we get going. So I haven't had any time to do any diamond painting at all, which I'm a bit gutted about, but you know, it happens. Life happens. And mainly been trying to catch up on watching the videos that I like watching, but it hasn't really happened. So let's go into the reason why. As you know from my last whip and ramble, I said that I had got a resin kit for Christmas from my husband. I'd asked for it, and here's the reason why. When I made the first lot of cook pots, no, I haven't made any more yet, there is a reason, I had said that I wanted to look at making some cover minders. Although I don't work with clear plastic, I know a lot of people do, and cover minders are really, really helpful. So I had this idea that I would have a go at resin, because it is a similar thing to working with acrylic. I figured it'd be something that I like to do. I am an artistic person. I do like to create and make new things, so I did go into that on my last whip and ramble. So what happened is I may need to change my double-sided tape. That's not what happened, that's just me rambling. What happened was I made some resin up, and I made some coasters because I got a coaster mold, and I absolutely loved it. So along with these molds, I've also got some molds to make necklaces with, or key rings, all that sort of thing, and a couple of them I thought would make really nice cover minders. So I thought, do you know what, I'll make some of them and I'll whack them up on the Etsy shop, and that'll give you guys then something else other than just the cook pots, really, because not everybody wants a cook pot. Not, you know, lots of people just use a spare small tray or an empty pot or whatever, you know, so they may not want them. But what happened was I ended up doing quite a few of these blanks, and I ended up ordering some new molds because I had the idea of doing cover minders as well. So you may see, because I haven't yet narrowed the angle down, that I have this beautiful koi fish. So this is one of the cover minders that I am intending to have on the Etsy shop. This is the very first one. I've currently got 4 of these, so they just have a magnet on the back. The beauty is it's large enough to hold your paper back. The magnet's strong enough to do that because I've used it, or they could be fridge magnets, either or. And me being the person that I am, let me see if I can find my magnet now. Love it. Just in case you're interested, here's another one, but in pinks and yellows. So this is the underside, very pretty, and this is the top. Now these aren't fully set yet, they're still a little bit movable, but I think they're so pretty. So I thought I would add them onto my Etsy shop as cover minders or fridge magnets, whichever people would want. And then the other one I got was this one, which I think is absolutely beautiful. So it is on the bigger side, you know, it's quite a hefty fridge magnet, but it's beautiful and I've really enjoyed making them. So that said, that is what I have been doing the last few days. I put some items up on my Facebook, had a massive influx of people going, oh my god, I love those coasters, can I have those? Jewellery. So I've decided to also use some of these blanks that I've got for either key rings or necklaces. So let me just grab you one down and I'll show you what I mean. And I need to say, half of it's not a new hobby. I'm not approaching this like a new hobby. Diamond painting's my hobby. That's what I do to relax. I am viewing this very much as a way to work on my artistic skills, but also as a money-making venture. So here's one of the necklaces. So this is one of the ones I've done. These are done with alcohol inks, and I have to say I put some of these up. I have sold some of these already. So if you haven't already had a look at my Etsy shop, there's not masses on there at the minute. I've got a ton of stuff to go on. I'm just waiting for the finishing pieces to do them. But there will be cover minders or fridge magnets, key rings or necklaces. I've also got some sun catchers that I've got a mould for that I will be doing. Coasters. They will all be going up on the Etsy shop over the next week or so. Yes, I can ship international, just in case you're interested. And the reasoning behind me putting so much effort into this week instead of doing diamond painting is for one reason and one reason only. I am one of those people that would love to run my own business from home because of my anxiety, etc. But also because I don't like people that much. It's not the nicest thing to admit to, is it? But you know, I'm getting older, and I do like to earn my own money. I do want to be able to earn a little bit more. I'm not earning enough from the nails to fully supplement my part-time hours at the home. And I think actually from the feedback I've had and from the commissions I've got, I currently have 5 sets of coasters to make. I have a set of large letters with flowers inside in resin to make. I have some jewellery items to make. I have some fridge magnets to make. So do you know what? I'm going to go with it, because you don't know where it's going to leave, do you? You don't know. And yes, resin's messy. It is a messy thing, but it is also very fulfilling. So that is what I have been doing this week. I have been updating the Etsy shop. So what you need to know is that it is no longer called Kitting Up Kitten, because there won't just be cook pots and cover minders on there. There will also be whatever resin art I can make, anything that I can put my hand to. So I have changed the name. So now you need to be looking for KUK Resin Arts. A, it keeps the Kitting Up Kitten name in there because that's where this all started from. And B, if I have resin arts, then I can encompass anything on there that I make with resin. And that way I don't have 2 shop fronts, multiple shop fronts to do stuff. It all comes under one. So please do help me out by taking a look. I will put the link in the description box. Even if you don't buy anything, please take a look. I also have an Instagram account with the same name, so KUK Resin Arts, or Cook Resin Arts, whichever way you want to say it. Please give me a follow on there as well. I am putting items up as I finish them, but of course you lovely guys will get these sneak peeks of stuff that hasn't been finished yet. This hasn't been finished, so yeah, I'd love it to come along. And if you would like your own koi fish cover minder, you can choose any colour that you want. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to move you over a tad. I mean, it's not super close, but you can see where I'm going, can't you? So that's what I've been doing. I have invested, not spent, I have invested cash into buying stuff that I need to build this resin shop. And the purpose is plain and simple. Literally, it means I can express myself artistically in a medium that works for me, because it does. I'm really enjoying it. But it's also going to enable me to support this, which is my hobby. Resin is not a hobby. Resin is, yes, it's art. It is artistic, but I can see the potential in it as a business venture. And if I can build the nails and the resin enough that I am at some point able to leave the job that I'm in. I love working there. I love the job. I don't mind it. But would I rather be working for myself from home? Absolutely. That's the dream for anyone that has anxiety, isn't it? To be able to work from home where you feel safe and secure and you don't have to deal with people. Yes. Perfect. So I have a couple of orders that will be going out today. I have a lot more orders. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm rolling in orders or anything. I'm not. I've got a good few. And the plan today is to film this and possibly another one on the trees. because I think I will be able to get that finished this weekend because I'm working all weekend. Oh, there we go. Turned my light pad off with my arm because it's in the wrong place. Should have put it the other end. Anyway, I digress. That is what I've been doing. So please do not be too shocked if you go onto one of my previous videos and click on the link for my shop and it takes you to one with a different name. 'Tis me. Give me a follow. You know, it all helps. Of course, if you have a particular item that you would like, let's say that you absolutely love monkeys and you want a monkey cover minder, message me. So to message me, I have been putting my email address, my Kitten Up Kitten email address, into the description box as well, because somebody had said to me that I should put my address up so that I can receive happy mail. Let's get one thing straight. You watching and subscribing to my channel is absolutely all that I need. I promise. I don't need anything more than that. You, by watching and subscribing, are helping to build my channel. And that is all I expect from anyone. Oh, I don't expect it from anyone. That is all that I could wish for. And I'm perfectly happy with that. So please do not think that I have started this channel so that I can get free stuff from people. That's not the case at all. I did not. But I will put my email address into the comments. So if you do want to send me something, please just message me and I will give you my address. I can't afford to pay for a PO box at this point in time. I can't. That's the reason that I've seen a business opportunity in the resin and have decided to go with it. Because I'm not rich, you know. We're all right. We get by. My husband pays the bills, you know, he's very good at that. But we're by no means rich. So anything that helps. I'm going to pull my koi fish up. I don't know if you'll still be able to see it, but I'm going to put her there. She's in my favourite colours. Love making her. I'm assuming it's a her. I know nothing about fish. My mum does. She's already said she's going to nick one. She even said, I need to have one of those fish. I'll even pay you for it. So that's a bonus because my mother never pays me for anything, including her nails, I hasten to add. But yes, I will put my email address below. And you can, of course, just email me to say hello if you wish. That's what it's there for. So at last count, I am up to 107 subscribers, which is 106 more than I thought I would ever get. And one of those 107, I'm sure, is a family member, so it doesn't really count. But I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. If you are new and this is your first video that you're watching, I'm sorry. Yes, I am just rambling and diamond painting while I do it. Welcome. Expect more of the same. So other things I've got going on. Well, today is diamond painting. I did a resin pour yesterday. So today I want to get this section done, which is quite a big section actually for me. And I want to do at least one section on my trees as well. On trees, I've got two smallish sections at the end of the third picture, so I might do a video on that later, but put it up over the weekend at some point. So if you're interested, it is Thursday. This morning it was chilly, down to minus 2.5 degrees. I know for some of my US based subscribers, I need to say actually, you know, like on YouTube you get they tell you your demographics, And most of my subscribers are actually based in the States. I have one in Canada, but most of you are state-based. So thank you for watching this little English person doing her diamond painting. It's very much appreciated, especially when you've got such amazing content makers out there. You know, you've got some amazing ones in the US. That's why I started my own, because there weren't as many in the UK. So I didn't expect to get such a large American and Canadian following. So I'm very pleased with that. Thank you. So apart from the resin stuff, what else has been happening? Not too much. Work has been quiet because we're not accepting visitors in at the minute. We are struggling with COVID cases. It does seem to have increased quite a lot. We are on a full lockdown, which is not good. You know, the last thing we want is to deprive our residents of... I'm just going to turn my bangle around because it's digging into my arm. Yeah, sorry. I've put all my charms, like basically, I've got a Pandora bracelet and it has got quite stretched over the years, as they do. As you put more charms on, they tend to get quite stretched. So I asked me mum for a new bracelet for Christmas, but I didn't ask her to buy me an actual Pandora one. So she managed to get me a bracelet. I measured my wrist, and then when it came, I can't actually put it on with any charms on it because it's too tight. So I think I need to stretch it gradually. But I did have this silver bangle that my husband bought for me as a Mother's Day present a few years ago. And I decided to use it to put my charms on. The problem is it digs into my arm a bit when I'm diamond painting, which is why my bracelet used to be on my other wrist, because the dangly charms clanking everywhere did my head in. So yeah, I'm struggling a bit. However, do you see this? I made that as well out of resin, which I think is really cute. So there will be some beads on there as well. I will put those up on the Etsy shop. What was I talking about? Yeah, work. So work's not been busy because we haven't had any visitors in. But it is hard dealing with people and trying to explain to visitors why we've had to go on to lockdown. You know, it's upsetting for them. So emotionally, it's been quite difficult. But it is what it is. We've got to get through it. And we're doing what we can to protect those people that we care about. And pretty much all my spare time this week has been spent creating the resin art and waiting for it to harden and finishing it off and getting all the bits and pieces. I've approached it very much like a business. I have sourced jewellery boxes for necklaces. I have sourced the fixings for the metal work for the necklaces and beads. I've priced it all up so I know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And if you've got an Etsy shop, you'll know that if you offer something in multiple colours, it takes a little bit of time to set up. So I've done that, plus created the new Instagram. So it's been a busy few days in between working and doing that as well. So unfortunately, diamond painting wise, I have been seriously lacking. And I did get set up last night to diamond paint, but I was quite tired. It was quite late, and I knew because it was late and everybody was home, I would have interruptions galore. So I decided not to do any last night, and instead I took myself off to bed early with the series The Mentalist on Amazon Prime, and watched a few episodes of that instead. So I apologise that I haven't been on. So going on from my last Wickham chat, geez, I can talk, can't I? Let's put those back. Going on from my last Wickham chat, yeah, I don't set New Year's resolutions. Do you know why? Can't keep them. I have no willpower, so I don't bother. What I do, however, is I do have plans. I like to plan. And even if those plans don't work out quite the way I want them to, they are planned nonetheless, because you can always change them. That's the beauty of them. And no harm done, is there? If you make a plan and then it doesn't work out, there's no harm done. You just change it. You just change the plan to fit around what's going on. So my plan for this year is, number one, to get this flipping canvas finished. I've not enjoyed it as much as I thought I would. It was one of the ones I was most excited about when I first started, and it's not been what I expected. However, it is turning out well, so I've got to give them some due for that. I may go back to ordering another from Evermoment. I have heard on the diamond painting jungle drums that they are now getting licensing for their artwork, which would be amazing. So if they do, well done. I've completely buggered that up. There we go. Which would be amazing, and they are now doing their canvases on with poured glue, which is also amazing. So I may purchase another one from there, but I am enjoying it. It is coming together well, and I think it will be a beautiful picture when it's done. And I would quite like to have somewhere like Evermoment where they do custom printing as well, because I've got an image that I really want to do. I'm not a big fan of customs. I think I've said this in the previous video, but it's not that I'm not a fan of customs. I absolutely get it. It's just not my thing, you know. Diamond painting a photograph is just not. I don't like photographic art either. It's just a personal thing. So please don't be offended. You know, if you're working on a custom photo, please don't be offended. It is a personal thing. It's not anything in general. I think they look amazing. It's just not for me. But I do have an image that I want to have on a canvas for the sunroom, and because Evermoment do those, it would be nice to have, because they're drill quality, despite the problems I had with static and the sticking together, the actual quality. I've not had a lot of trash, to be fair. They're pretty good. So I can't, you know, I would be happy to have a custom made from there. It's just not a photograph. So we will see. So I really want to get this one finished. I do want to make a start on my Heaven and Earth canvas. I think I need to get this week out of the way first, and then I need to figure out how I'm going to work on it and store it, with the fact it's a double-sided adhesive, but it's quite long, so I need to keep it rolled up until I'm ready to work on that section. So I just need to figure out how that's going to work. I'll get there. So I really want to do that this year. I of course want to continue building this channel because I really enjoy doing it. I love seeing your comments. Please do comment below with anything. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you do like and what you don't like about diamond painting. But it is a diamond painting channel. I'm not going to be doing me resin on here. Do you know what I mean? I've got enough trying to keep you guys with content without adding another channel on. So yeah, not going to do that. But I will of course showcase the diamond painting related stuff. It's fair, isn't it? I think so. So let me just put this colour back. Got a good mix on this one of, you know, some confetti and some colour blocking, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I have been using a 7-placer on the other diamond painting, getting much better at it, so it obviously does just take practice, but like I've said, I'm relatively new. I only started in May, so it's not like I'm a professional, if there's any such thing as a professional diamond painter. Is there? Not sure. Otherwise, nothing really much to report. It is just literally been a week. It's now Thursday. Like I said, it's chilly. So I've got the whole day off today. I've got no nails or anything in either. So today is all about diamond painting for me. So I have set myself the goal of getting this section done, and then I'm going to do some housework, and then I'm going to pull the trees one out and do that as well. So get some of that done, and that will then leave me one of the last quarter of that picture to do, which I think, because I'm in at work at the weekend and we have no visitors in, I think I'll be able to get that done this weekend, which would be amazing, because that means I could start next week with a brand new project. Woohoo! The Heaven and Earth project will be a long-term thing. It's not something I'm going to get finished quickly. So I may just do 1 or 2 whip-em chats, whip-em rambles on that a month. But again, I'm not setting a schedule because you know, my life is so chaotic, and now, you know, I'm working part-time, I'm doing nails, I'm building the Etsy shop and doing this. I'm a busy girl, which is good. I like to be busy. It gives me some focus. It gives me something to work towards. So I am not complaining. Please don't think I am. So yeah, it's coming together nicely. I just had to check that I was putting the drills on the right symbol. Do you do that? Do you ever do that? You do a load and then you think, oh bugger, is that the right one? Not sure. So just finished Rose Madder. That's what I've been reading. By Stephen King. It hits a tender note with me because I was in a somewhat abusive relationship previously. Not to the extent that's in Rose Madder, I hasten to add. So I've just completed that, so I'm going to be looking for something else to read. Program watching. I am a massive Hobbit and Lord of the Rings fan. That coffee is so cold, it would be post-mortemed if it was a person. Yeah, I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I started off with The Hobbit like most people when I was a child. I read Lord of the Rings as a young teen, and I have returned to those books many times. And for me, a book will always win out over a film. Always, because I am a book reader, not a film watcher. However, the exception is The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings films, because actually, although they're not accurate to the T, they are very good films. and I will religiously watch all 6 films at least once a year, sometimes more. So I started to watch them over the Christmas period, and I watched all 3 of the Hobbit films and 2 of the Lord of the Ring films, and then thought, do you know what, I watch these things on an app on my tablet, so I don't pay for that app, you know, I get to watch these things for free, but you don't always get to see the same version. And I was very aware that there were extended versions of all of those films. So I got onto the last film, started the last film in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then decided, do you know what? I'm going to buy them. I'm going to buy these films on Amazon Prime because A, I can ensure that I'm getting the extended version, and B, they're there. They'll stay there forever, and I can watch them as many times as I like. So I did, and because I bought the extended versions and I wasn't sure if I'd seen them or not, I then started rewatching them again, and I've sort of burnt myself out. So I've just finished watching the 3rd of the Hobbit films. Yes, the extended versions are better, and last night, like I said, I had quite a busy day. I got quite a lot done. On top of all the resin stuff and getting that all ready, I've also had to completely move my sunroom around to make room for this resin stuff. I have another unit that I'm picking up from our storage unit at some point this weekend, that I need to fit in here. So I've had to completely move the orientation of my nail desk, so I'm now on the opposite side of the table. So I did that as well yesterday, as well as everything else. So I was a little bit frazzled. I did dinner last night and decided to go and have a hot bath, and yeah, I managed to find The Mentalist on Amazon Prime. Loved that program. I've watched the whole thing and decided to rewatch it. So that's what I was doing last night. I was watching The Mentalist, in case you're interested. Going back to Lord of the Rings, this is why when the Diamond Art Club brought out the Harry Potter, there was part of me thinking, oh my word, please do a Lord of the Rings. I would love that. Such amazing films. I do, one of the canvases that I did when I very first started, it was one of my first square ones, and I ordered it purely because it is a artist's rendition of Rivendell, which is where the elves live, or some of the elves anyway. So if they did something like that, I would be there for it completely. I would buy them all, whether I liked them or not, just because they're Lord of the Rings. I tell my husband all the time that I am going to die and become an elf. Because, you know, everyone says in heaven, you hit your personal paradise. And mine would be being an elf. I'm going to make a start on this colour. I'm just going to check how long I've been filming for. I don't want this to be massively long. 39, right. Be back in a tick. So I just took a break to let the dog out. The noise, if you can hear it in the background, is the dishwasher that's going off at the minute. I'm dropping drills all over the shop. Other thing that I've done, I have my husband was watching one of my videos back, which I hate him doing because I'm really self-conscious of people watching me while I'm there, and he said about my videos being quite dark. He said you need better lighting, so I have purchased 2 new lights. One is on the overhead arm that I've got, and I've got one that's freestanding. So I'm hoping that the lighting is much better. Let me know what you think. I will be playing around with them in the next few videos just to get them where I need them to be. It's quite hard actually, because I've got quite a small space. So apart from the overhead camera arm, which is on all the time, it's there all the time, everything else has to be packed away in between doing different things. And now this one space is home to my crafting, my nail business and the resin. So there's a lot of moving stuff around and having to be quite clever about where I store stuff. So I will play around with the lights and that until I get them where I need them to be. So your input is very much appreciated. Let me know. So yeah, really enjoying being able to diamond paint today. I have missed it. And I've missed an awful lot of YouTube videos. I haven't been catching up as much as I wanted to. That's life, isn't it? You know. And my husband said when I started doing the resin, oh, how long's this hobby going to last for? It's not a hobby. Yes, I enjoy doing it because it's artistic, but there is definitely a business aspect to it. Whereas with diamond painting, there is not. There's no business brain behind it at all, unless you count the cook pots. But I literally did those to help towards the cost of buying new kits so that I could bring new content. That was it. It is predominantly my hobby, and it is what I do to relax. It is not work. And I don't think I'd want to do it if it was work. I think if you do any hobby and it starts to feel like a chore, then it's time to stop. You know, I don't ever want to feel that way. So I'm enjoying the fact that today I can sit here, and if I really wanted to, I could sit here all day, bar doing the school run and cooking dinner later. I could. My back and my poor coccyx won't let me, but if I wanted to, I could. And I probably will leave one out and keep pottering backwards and forwards to it over the course of today. I don't have any intentions to do any resin pouring, so I don't need to pack anything away. I've got no nails in. I literally have a brow client tomorrow. That's it. I'm working all weekend anyway, but like I said, shouldn't be too bad because we have no visitors. So yes, my diamond painting will be going to work with me. Really looking forward to that. And now the dog's starting. It will probably be people walking by outside. All right, Pepper. All right. It is bin day today. Because obviously the dates. Right, let me sort her out and I'll come back. Let's hope that's sorted out. I got her to stop once, walked away, and she started again. The joys of owning a dog. Where did I get to? Okay, let's get these in. You will notice sometimes I'm forgetting to multi-place anyway. I don't mind. You know that I don't mind single placing. Had a couple of people say about the double-sided tape in multi-places and everything, so I do hope it has helped. I will say that if you are brand new to diamond painting, however, just start with what you've got in your kit. You've got everything in that kit that you need and it works perfectly well. The reason we all go out and buy different pens is to make it easier in one way or another. For me, it's because my hands are croggled. If you live in America, croggled means effed up, basically, through arthritis. Yeah, I can't hold the skinny pens very comfortably, and even with a squishy on, They're just too flimsy. Like I said, I'm a hard presser, so I just feel like the pen's bending all the time. So I much prefer my thicker pens. So there is that. But there's everything in there that you need. You don't need to use double-sided tape or glue dots or anything. You can get by perfectly well with the wax that comes in the kits. So don't go out and buy loads of stuff when you first start. Says me, who did exactly that. But save yourself some money, you know, at least do 1 or 2 pictures first and make sure it is definitely something that you want to carry on doing before you go out and spend loads of money on storage and pens and, you know, cover papers and all that sort of thing. It doesn't have to be an expensive hobby. You know, you can get by with what you've got. I've got a couple of clients that have previously done diamond painting and have now gone back to it since I started, which is quite nice. I've passed on quite a few pieces. You know, I'm one of them people, I will help people out if they get into something. And you know, I've got a lot of stuff that I bought when I first started, you know, pens and stuff that ended up not being what I liked. So rather than bin them, just throwing them away, yeah, I pass them on to people. Why not, if it makes their life a bit easier? Going back to my Heaven and Earth project, I do want to get that started this year. I want to make a start on that. So I will be doing, where did I get that from? That was completely in the wrong place. In there. I am going to do like a series of videos. So I'm going to do one video where I go through everything I've got for it, how I've set it up, how I've done it, that sort of thing. So there won't be any actual diamond painting in that one, but I will then come in with the whips on it as I'm going, because I do want to make a start on that, and I'm really looking forward to using Pattern Keeper as well, because it's a whole new way of doing it. Right, let's go for the X. So I'm going to do these few bits and then I'm going to go, because I don't want this video to be too long. What a beautiful colour this is though. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't want to have an overly long video. Plus I do want to video a couple today if I can, just to keep me going over the weekend. Although I am only doing 6-hour shifts, so I can film over the weekend. So I may just do that. I may film the first video in my Heaven and Earth saga, but it will be a long-term one. So if you're not interested in converting a cross-stitch pattern to a diamond painting, or in watching a series of videos that may be going on for the next 3 flipping years, then I suggest you don't watch it. So I want to say thank you. Welcome to 2022. What are your goals for this year? I'd be interested to know. Thank you so much for all of you that have returned. I do appreciate it. It's nice knowing that while I'm diamond painting, I've got other people with me. I do enjoy that. It is that sense of belonging to a team, and I do like that. All but it's done over the computer. But I'm very appreciative of all of you coming back and commenting, etc. And I hope to bring much more content this next year, hopefully with some unboxings coming up soon, But making a start on this, you know, I'm on this second third now. This canvas seems to have taken me ages. But I guess that's what happens when you're working on more than one. So it is what it is, but I will have a kitting up soon because I am going to get that trees one finished. So thank you very, very much for joining me today. I do hope that you've enjoyed the video. Please do check out the description box for info on stuff that I'm using, on the Etsy shop, and my email address. Please do feel free to message me for any reason whatsoever. I would love to hear from you all. I'm going to go and have a fresh coffee, possibly some toast because I'm hungry, and I'm going to get this section done, and I will be back with you very soon for another whip and ramble. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.